Before we start the video, it's time for the KOG Boy roll call. This is for all the people who are supporting me as a KOG member of the month, and I appreciate ya. So big shout out to Ryan McDonough, Kato Senpai, and Apple, aka Donjay. You guys are awesome, just saying. How's it going, guys? RNG Life here, and today the KC Cup is here, and I'm going to be trying it out with a deck that I'm actually really hyped to try. We're bringing back Yosenjus. Now, this is a build of Yosenjus that I've more or less played with before, but I honestly really love Yosenjus, and now that we have Yosenju Kama 1 from the new mini box, I'm pretty hyped to try them. So, with Yosenju Kama 1, the only difference that it really has, aside from having more actual Yosenju monsters that can normal summon other Yosenjus, we have this guy whose ability is to bounce back one face-up card on the field if you control another Yosenju. So yeah, I really like Yosenju Kama 1 because this guy can really facilitate OTKs. He can get over problem monsters because he can just bounce them back to hand. A lot of cards say that they can't be destroyed, they can't be whatever. This guy don't care, dude. He just bounces back. The only thing is he does target, so that is a little unfortunate, but I think it's still pretty fair. So Yosenju Kama 1 I'm running at 2 because I only have 2, but in that situation I'm also running 2 copies of Kama 2. I am running 3 copies of Kama 3 though, because Kama 3 is like really important because it searches, so it's kind of really like you really want to have this guy as early as possible. Now I am using balance, so we're trying to do a little tricky shenanigans with the amount of cards in our deck, since we're running all these Yosenjus and whatnot. So we got 3 copies of Kama 3, 1 copy of Sujik over here, who's potentially a hand trap, and he's also a monster that on the field can power up our monsters by 1,000 points, which could be really clutch. So that could be really good as well. Speaking of hand traps, we got 2 more hand traps right here. We got 2 copies of Yosenju Oyam. Oyam is another hand trap. He basically says you can discard a Yosenju, summon this guy when your opponent's attacking you, and if he enters battle with any monster, he can copy their original attack, so you only have to be careful when their monster is powered up in any way. But if not, if they don't know what they're getting into and they attack into this guy who is a 0 on the board, you basically just match their stats, and when this guy dies, you search for any Yosenju card. So that is pretty nice, and it's kind of OP. Now, since we're using balance in this deck, I'm using 6 spells and 6 traps. Now, I'm also running 22 cards in this deck, but don't worry about that. This deck searches so much that it's really consistent. So the only thing that you're gonna have to worry about is potentially getting a pretty bad starting hand, but I don't know. So as for the spells we're running 1 copy of Cyclone, 2 copies of Trunade. This is just some back row destruction and back row prevention. So you use these to get over their back row cards and just kind of be generally OTK-ish. 3 copies of Yosen Training Grounds because I really like this card. Now, I've seen other builds that just don't use this card at all, but I really like it. Like, I really do. I think I also have a build that uses like Tithed Binds that just doesn't use this, but I just generally wanted to show off Training Grounds because I think the card is really fun. So yeah, we're gonna be using Training Grounds at 3. Sometimes I do like draw too many of them, which can be pretty problematic. So if you really want, you can cut 1 down and replace with any other spell that you think would benefit you in this deck. Maybe more back row destruction or something. I don't know. Maybe something else, something weird like Concentrating Current or something. Even though I think that card is limited to 1 or 2, so you might not be able to run it. But we also run, as for the traps, we got 3 copies of Yosenju Sword Sting and 3 copies of Drowning Mirror Force. Now this is where the deck gets really crazy, because both of these cards do pretty much the same thing. You got Yosenju Sword Sting, which can be used more or less whenever, but you can reveal up to 2 Yosenju monsters with different names in your hand, and then target 2 face-up cards your opponent controls and bounce them back to their hand. Now, I've used Yosenju Sword Sting to mess up my opponents, like, in crazy ways, so that is pretty good. And of course, you guys know Drowning. Drowning is just the end-all, be-all, annoying back row card that everybody is just hoping they're not attacking into. So that's the deck. Without further ado, let's jump into the KC Cup. Don't worry about the extra deck. The extra deck is a pure debate. I am not running Ritual Beast. But fair enough, let's go ahead and get things started. Alright, first up we got Joey over here. So Joey versus Mai. I'm just using Mai because she has balance, so let's see. We're going first. Actually, this deck is pretty good at going first or second. So let's see what we got. We got our balance. 30 card deck, by the way. Come on, dude, don't disconnect on me. Ah, I disconnected! Alright, well, you know I could have won that game, but fair enough, next game. Alright, next up we got Kaiba over here. Let's see what you got for me, Kaiba. Alright, so the win, because that last game was pretty much gifted to us, so fair enough. So the balance, let's see what we open up with. Defense. I don't like opening up with Cyclone. That's one of the things that I threw in because I was like, you know what? I didn't like the one Yosenju card I had in the deck, and Cyclone is better than nothing for a spell. And I'm kind of regretting it, but I think it has played well in certain situations. So I'm going to go ahead and set both of these. And now I'm going to end. Now, I'm only doing this because I've noticed that some players shifted and they don't go for middle anymore. Now they just hit the second card because it became too predictable to hit middle. So I'm going to see how that works out for me. So he's going defense, meaning there's no attack. So that's cool. Let's see what we draw. Kama 1, my boy, dude. Alright, so I'm going to potentially risk something annoying, and I'm going to try to go for a summon right now. So let's go Kama 1 into the Kama 3. So this bad boy. And no thank you, no more. Alright. So now that we got that, I think we're good. I'm going to have to attack with the Kama 3 first because I have to prioritize the search. So if we get through, we get through. If not, then I'm kind of screwed. Alright, well, in this situation, it looks like I wasn't going to get through either way. I wasn't going to attack directly and deal damage. Dragon Spirit of White. Alright, so he's going to hit back row. Please hit this one. Please hit, please don't be predictable. Yeah, see, they're not predictable anymore. So now they know not to hit middle. So he just hit my Cyclone. Nice debate right there. So I'm going to go ahead and end. So we are playing Blue Eyes right now when he's running Kidmodo, which is interesting. He's literally tagging out right now. He could have saved that. He really could have saved that. For when I like drowning him or I don't know, or use my other Yosenju card. So I think he's trying to... Is he trying to attack? It's my end phase, dude. That would have been okay if it was like in another situation, but if you're trying to just summon a large monster, then that's cool. If I didn't have Drowning, I still have Oyam, which is still an okay option. But alternative... Oh, that's what he's going for. I gotcha. I don't know what he destroys. Did he destroy anything? I think he only destroys a monster, right? Just target one monster. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so I think right here, I'm gonna say, hey man, put that boy in your deck. Get debated. Lose the Blue Eyes. Alright, so he is in the deck now, so can absolutely wreck, but I know he can possibly search it and stuff, so that's a little bit scary. Another Kama 3. Oh yeah, so I can basically swarm the board right now, and I have fodder for Oyam, so that's pretty nice, to be honest. So let's go ahead and go Kama 3 first. So I can go Kama 3 into Kama 1. Unless he floodgates right now. Even if he floodgates, I still get my effect, so I don't know, dude. Oh, Birthright, that's fine. At least I don't have back row hit. So summon whatever you want to summon, my dude. Oh, he's only got one target. So I don't got back row, so I'm fine. Alright, fair enough. Now I get to summon this mad lad. So summoning this guy, Yosenju Kama 1's effect as well. And also that makes it pretty nice because now Yosenju Kama 1 can kind of do his thing. So that's pretty nice. I could have actually gone for the effect of Kama 3 to go Oyam Crash, but I'd rather use this. Kama 1, bouncing back this bad boy, putting him right back in the hand. Now I'm going to try to go for some damage. Now, I hope it's not another, like, White Stone or something, but it could be. But we're going to have to deal damage with Kama 3 right now, so. Perfect. So that's going to add a Blue Eyes to hand. And I'm just glad it's not the legendary White Stone. That's the dangerous one. But yeah, so we are going to get a search, so I can add literally whatever I want to my hand, except, I guess, another Kama 3. So in this situation, go ahead and add your Blue Eyes. Wait, can he add alternative? He cannot add alternative. Good, dude. I was about to get spooked for a second. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and hit for the Kama 1. This should give me maybe 1 search, maybe 2. I'm not sure. Probably only 1 search. I want Yosenju Sword Sting for later, but I can't set it now. But I think it's fine. I'll add the Yosenju Sword Sting. Do I get 2 searches? No, I do not. Alright. Alright, and that's fair. So we've lowered his life points a considerable amount. I have the Oyam in hand, so I'm still alright. Now, let's see what we got. If he tries to hit me for... I don't know what he would potentially summon right now, actually. I think his hand consists of Blue Eyes, a Spirit of White, and another card. So let's see what other card he draws. Oh, is he quitting? I think this guy is quitting. Who would have known the KC Cup would be full of quitters, dude? Nah, he hasn't quit yet, or has he? The KC Cup is full of quitters, dude. Alright, well that was interesting. But let's try to do one more game. Alright, last up, another Kaiba boy. Alright, let's see what you got for me, Kaiba. I don't think it's the same guy. Nah, it's not the same guy. So, he could be playing anything. He could be playing Blue Eyes, probably, because Kaibas usually play Blue Eyes. But we got the balance. So let's see if we draw. We have not gotten a single game where I can actually play that one spell card and just gain a bunch of counters. I really want to play that. But this hand is not bad because we do have Kama 3 who can go into Sujik. And we also have Sword Sting and we have this. So we have a nice defense, nice offense, to be honest. So I kind of like it. I honestly really like this. So let's see what we have right now, dude. It's going for back row. Cool. No face-up attack monster or defense. Or if he's playing defense, I might feel like it's Blue Eyes. So attack. Alright. Literally revealing his deck. He's playing Aromages. Alright, so Aromages right now, which is kind of interesting. He's Power of the Guardians. I am so willing to bounce you right now, my dude. Alright, so that's pretty good. That's good to know. That's good to know. That means I can't run it over. That's fair enough. So let's draw. That's another really good card, to be honest. So the balance actually failed us. We didn't draw a single spell, which is kind of weird. But that's the new level of randomness that was added to balance. So what I can do right now is set both of my back row. Not even play my my lads right now, because I don't really need them for counters or anything. I can leave the element of surprise. So I'm gonna go ahead and just set both my back row cards. One. Oh, he can change something. All right, setting 2 back row cards, and I'm gonna end because I know my goal is to bounce this Rosemary back to the hand or deck, preferably to the deck actually, because Drowning is like super heavy. Like it's a crazy card. So let's see what you got for me, Kaiba. Also, the fact that now his healing will not benefit him because I don't have a monster for him to switch to defense position or whatever. So he's going for... Okay, fair enough. Yeah, and I don't want to use Sword Sting because he doesn't have a second card to bounce back. So he's about to end the Mad Lad. He's got Power of the Guardians and he's not attacking. And I got another Drowning. You gotta be kidding me. I'm stacked against this guy, dude. Alright, I'm not even gonna set this Drowning. Or should I, dude? I could actually set it. I could literally set it. Dude, I'm a little bit traumatized from like the days when people would play, what was that card? Straight Flush? Or Royal Flush or whatever? I think it's Straight Flush. They just like wreck all your back row, but nah, nobody's playing that nowadays, dude. If they are, I'm gonna... well, that's gonna be a weird way to end the video. But whatever, so let's go ahead and end this turn right now. I don't want to attack this 1900 Whammon. It's not worth it because he's probably going to use the thing, switch me to defense, so on and so forth, raise life points. I'm not going to get through. And it's not worth trying to swing at a Rosemary, who's probably chilling there. I'm not attacking, so you're going to have to... Oh, he's trying to activate heal so he can switch her in attack position. What? It was a Spore all along? You mad lad. Okay, so I could use Sword Sting right now, bounce them both back to hand, but he hasn't used the normal summon yet, So I'm willing to give him a Synchro right now if he wants to. So if you want to lose your Power of the Guardians, that's fine, dude, because I'm willing to kind of get you on that one. You know what? Now that you're in battle phase, I'm fine with it, dude. I am okay with this. Let's go ahead and say I have so many options. So many defense options against one little Spore, dude. Nah, that little Spore ain't gonna touch me. We're gonna go Yosenju Sword Sting. Haha, you were right to be cautious. I'm gonna reveal this one and this one because those are the ones I want to reveal. Don't want to reveal Oyam, so let's go ahead and bounce back your Spore. And this Whammon, destroying the Power of the Guardians. So yeah, that's pretty good right there. Oof, get wrecked. All right, so now since you were in battle phase, you don't have a normal summon either way, so you're kind of screwed. And I can reign supreme. So let's draw. Trunade is like a turn ender. That's a game ender kind of. Do we have lethal though? We have a 2015. I do get a search. I kind of want to do it just so I can get that search. You know what? I feel like it's worth. I really do feel like it's worth. Because it puts pressure on him, it lowers his life points, and then he can't do a lot of his things. So, hey, Trunade, bouncing back to hand, so get absolutely wrecked, my dude. Now I'm going to set my cards right back face down because you know I'm ready for him. I'm obviously going to summon my Kamas. So, Kama into my other Mad Lad. So, Sujik, get on out here, my boy. Activate his effect to power himself up. So, bam, that's a pretty nice boost. So, attacking, 2,000. Oh, he's got hand traps. No way. Should have powered up this guy so his attack would actually go through. He let it go through somehow. Okay. Kama 3, give me a search. That was not very smart, to be honest. So here's the thing. We can add another Sword Sting, but I don't need it because I have so many drownings. So what I kind of want to add is like a Kama 1 right now. Dude, because Kama 1 is my boy, and he's awesome. So let's add our boy Kama 1. Attack for 15. Do you have anything that can stop me right now? What possible hand traps can Arrow Mages have? What? I honestly don't know what it can have right now. Maybe that one Rose monster that like can stop traps, but that only activates when I activate a trap. I feel like they might have a Karibo or something, but there you go. Your life points are way too low for you to activate any of your abilities. So if you do normal summon your Rosemary, you're going to get jebaited because she cannot normal summon again. So yeah, you better set her in defense. You're going to have to play super defensive now, so get absolutely wrecked right there. Also, if I would have added Kama 2 can basically say that he just attacks directly. And that's pretty good too. So let's go ahead and draw. There's the Yosen Training Grounds, finally, dude. Alright, so we finally ended up getting that Training Grounds, which is just an okay card. It's already a bit late. I have a lot of resources at this point, so I don't really need it, but I'm gonna try to flex. So let's activate that. Let's see if they want to chain anything to destroy it or whatever, because they know I'm gonna get a whole bunch of counters. Because this basically gives me more searches as well, which you know I'm gonna take advantage of. So let's go for our Kama 3 into Kama 1, and then Kama 1 summon Sujik, which I could then say, I don't know, let's power up one of my cards to a very, very strong level with the Sujik. So I'm going to go ahead and say this guy next. Bam. Kama 1, give me another summon. Dude, I have no idea what my opponent even has. But they have to have something, dude. They haven't used, like, any back row right now. Except Power of the Guardians, which proved to be completely useless. Alright, so there we go. Now we have this whole board established. Now, I can get my search, so I'm going to go ahead and say Yosen Training Grounds. I'm going to go ahead and add the thing. So, gimme, exact thing I need. So that basically means every time I just swarm the board for 3, I can do things. And I think in this situation, I kind of want Kama 2. Even though I could just add more Sword Stings, but it's not like I can set them, so Kama 2 it is. Also, the more Kamas I have, the better, because we can pay for Oyam, we can attack directly with Kama 2, which I feel like might be necessary at some point. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's go Sujik. Ability of the Sujik right now. We're going to have to make, let's say our Kama 3 gets a power up. So this guy's going to be a 2,500 lad. So he's able to hit over the Rosemary. So let's go ahead and battle. And you're probably gonna have to stop the Kama 3, if anything. And if you do, I know I won't want to attack with the other ones. So, do you have that one mystical elf heal card? I don't know if they were gonna have it or not, but let's see what they have. All I know is that it was a spore all along. Okay, man. Well, that's cool. I mean, are we gonna win with? Oh, dude, what if he hits me with a drowning right now? That'll mess me up. But I am ready with a few drownings of my own, so I'm still good. Ooh, statue. So he's gonna summon like 3 trap monsters right now, isn't he? Let's see how many he goes for, because you don't just go for 1 statue. He's gonna have to have another trap monster. But how is he chaining them correctly though? No, he's probably gonna chain the other one after it. So he's not chaining. He's just gonna summon another one. All right. I'm good, dude. I'm good. I'm all right, dude. I'm gonna go ahead and bounce my lads back to my hand, and then hey, you got a pretty large monster there, my dude. Congratulations, your monster's pretty big. All right, so there we go, bouncing my things right back to hand. So it doesn't matter, because now that we have Kama 2, next turn I can basically say, okay, well, you have a big monster, but I can attack directly. So it doesn't really matter. I'm kind of ready for next turn. So yeah, and if I would have dealt damage, I would have gotten another search with Kama 3, putting me at like max capacity in hand, which I don't know. But let's see what he's got. Does he have anything right now? I feel like he's got the Spore. I think Spore could potentially come back, right? Unless he's got like maybe a Star Eater or something. But there's the Rosemary. So Rosemary, pretty dangerous game you're playing, because Rosemary might have to switch Anguish Pattern into attack position. Alright, so he's going into a battle right now, this mad lad. He's not taking any more chances. He's like, I have to attack. This guy has got me on the ropes. I need to deal damage right now, even if he might have something weird. And I do have something weird. I got many a drowning for you, my dude. So, oof. At this point, it's so sadistic. It's so sadistic to use drownings on my opponent like that, but fair enough. Now, next turn, I'm going to get 3 swarms on the board. I also get the ability of Kama 1 to basically just bounce this thing back to his hand. So that's pretty nice too. I can attack directly. I can bounce back to the hand. I could get a search. I could do quite a few things. And then we drew another Kama 1. So, ooh. Alright, let's do the things. Alright, so I think I'm going to start, instead of going 1, 2, 3, I'm going to go 3, 2, 1 on this one. And we have the board established. Now, I could get a search, which I'm definitely going to do. So let's go ahead and get that search real quick. I'm going to pick up the trap, because Yosenju traps are really, really good right now. Also, I do have the hand trap, so speaking of traps, by the way. Alright, so now we can go ahead and add this card. That's just some insurance that I'm probably not going to need. But yeah, so I see you with your monster right now, my dude. Let me go ahead and use this Mad Lads effect, because I have another Yosenju on the board, so I can bounce this thing back to your hand. Do you have another trap monster that you can summon? No? Oh, that's kind of unfortunate. I'm going to set this card. You know what it is, my dude. And let's see if he quits. He might have something. He actually might have... If he had a drowning, he would have used it, I have to say. He definitely has something in activate, and he quit immediately. Like I said, that the KC Cup is full of quitters, my dude. But GG, that's pretty much the deck. I think Yosenju Kama 1 is super spicy and adds a lot of power to the deck. I feel like I gotta try other builds, though, because sometimes you just don't start off with your Yosen Training Grounds like I did in this whole video, dude. I just couldn't draw it to save my life. But if you start with it early and you just keep abusing it, oh man, it's so good, dude. But fair enough, that's pretty much that. Alright, and in conclusion, there you go, guys. That's the KC Cup, at least the early stages. I'm going to be playing more games in the KC Cup soon. Actually, I might be playing this on tomorrow's stream, so I might be doing some KC Cup rank up with some viewer recommended decks. So if you guys want to join me for that, that should be fun. You guys could send me decks, and then we're probably going to be... I'll be using your decks to try to climb the KC Cup. It's cool because we're early in the stages, so it don't matter what I use. But fair enough, that's pretty much much that. Let me know what you guys think of Yosenju Kama 1 being added to the game. I don't know, man. I really want to know what people think. I don't think it's that strong. I mean, Yosenjus are also pretty scummy because they have so much, like, they gain so much power with drowning and their sword sting and whatever. So I guess Kama 1 is just kind of makes the deck a little bit more annoying, but I just love this deck. But whatever, that's pretty much that. And if you guys enjoyed, go ahead and leave a like, share, and subscribe for more Duel Link shenanigans. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today. Have a great day, and see you guys.